want to ask. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday night free necklace call. I am super excited to get to do this with you, especially because if you're not already in Park Lane, this may mean nothing to you, but we are in the middle of our Sparkle virtual conference, and our new line just dropped yesterday. New specials just got announced. The trip is getting announced tomorrow. So those of us in Park Lane are on like a jewelry high right now. And I'm super excited that I get to share with you while I'm on my jewelry high. Oh, look, there's my puppy sleeping right there in the corner. Hopefully he stays asleep. Everybody else in the house is either at work or asleep, so nobody else is around to babysit him. So I get to babysit him. So for those of you I've never met, my name is Carolyn. I have been a stylist with Park Lane for 2 years. I'm a senior division leader. And one of the things I love about Park Lane is I was with another direct sales company for 18 years when they suddenly closed their doors during the pandemic. And Park Lane recognizes and respects previous leadership experience. So they brought me over with a leadership title before I even had a team. And now I have the team to fit the title, but that wasn't like a requirement. So this company is just amazing. So the fact that you're here tonight means that somebody probably sees something in you that they think you would enjoy doing this with us. Maybe you love people. Maybe you could use extra income. Maybe you're just a fun person. Maybe you love jewelry. Maybe any or all of those things are true. But I want to share with you what we like to call the 3 Ps. I'm going to talk a little bit about the people, the product, and the programs. But before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am married. I have 2 boys. They are now 17 and 20. So the 20-year-old already lives on his own. The 17-year-old is a senior in high school. So I'm like a half nester. I'm a half empty nester. My kids are never here. And my husband is not a talkative guy. So this is also my social outlet. And I'm very thankful that I have this. When I started in the direct sales industry, though, I was not in this stage of my life. I was a stay-at-home mom. I wore cotton t-shirts, cotton shorts, hair in a ponytail, makeup on Sundays, maybe. And I was 23. Yeah, I was 23 when I started. And I did not know how to wear jewelry. I was scared to talk in front of people. Back then, we only did in-home parties, and I would go to the in-home parties and pray that nobody would show up because people scared me, and I have survived. So it's just been incredible to see how God has used this direct selling industry to provide for my family through many different twists and turns in our life. In my early 30s, my first husband passed away, and that was the father of my 2 children. And I'm remarried, and life is great right now. But I was a single mom for a while of a 5 and an 8-year-old, and I was able to provide for my family while doing jewelry shows, and that was it. And that has, for me, that's been a big thing for me. I'm very passionate about helping women provide for your family, no matter what circumstances you're in. So now I'm in my 40s. We won't say what number. And about to not have any kids at home anymore. I'm a grandma to a puppy and a pig. My oldest son has a little piglet. It's his house, and this puppy in here is my youngest son's. But that's the only kind of grandma I am so far. But you know what's on the horizon. So I have done this kind of business through multiple stages of my life. And I just want you to know that up front because everybody is in a different place. So let's talk about the Park Lane, the first P, the people. They are outstanding. The company has been around for 67 years. They're not some fly-by-night company. They have amazing ratings. Their customer service is outstanding. When I joined Park Lane 2 years ago, I had just come out of a direct sales company that failed. So I was a little gun shy. And it was during a pandemic. So home parties, were not happening because everybody was scared of germs. And Park Lane had their best year ever during 2020 because they taught their field how to pivot and do an online business like this. Now here we are in 2023. Can you guys believe that? 2023. And Park Lane's best years after 2020 were 2021 and 2022. So not only did they teach their people how to pivot and work in the virtual world, well, now the world is changing and we're back to being able to do in-home parties, restaurant parties, whatever you want. And they are still improving. And I love that. I love that the company has vowed ever since the beginning to never keep more than 2% of the profit for the Levine family. And it is a completely family owned and operated business. It was started by Arthur and Shirley back in the 50s. They were teenage newlyweds, which I don't even want to think about because I don't want my teenagers to be married. But they were. And then this business has thrived. And in the early 2000s, 3 of their children purchased it from them. And now some of their children work in the home office. And it's just set up to be successful for even the 3rd generation, which is incredible. So let's talk about the product. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's jewelry. Hello. If it's priced right and we like it, we will buy it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to sell it. You don't have to convince someone to stop taking this supplement and switch to your supplement. Stop wearing this makeup and switch to your makeup. Don't use that skincare. Use my skincare. They could be wearing 5 other brands of jewelry on their body at the moment that they meet you, and they will still purchase $100 to $200 worth of jewelry from you because they love what you have. And that's one of my favorite things about jewelry is there's no brand loyalty. I also love that when you sell jewelry, what we have in Park Lane, this is not inventory. These are our samples. Any jewelry you purchase to show is a tax write-off. And then if you choose to get rid of it later, you can sell it oftentimes for more than what you paid for it. Now, you can't sell a candle you've burned. You cannot sell makeup you've worn. You probably can't sell shirts you've worn for very much, or cookware that you've cooked in, or skincare you've had on your face. I mean, really, if you think about it, an open bottle of pills, kind of hard to sell. But we're able to use our product, show it, and then I like to do a sample sale twice a year where I discount my samples and sell them off my table. And I use that money to purchase new jewelry. So we're able to recycle the money that we start out with our investment, which is actually very minimal, you'll find out. But I just love that. I also love that our jewelry is very high quality. It is 14 to 20 karat gold plated. The silver is rhodium plated, which is what they electroplate your white gold wedding ring with, which does not oxidize or tarnish like silver does. We use Austrian crystals. We use cubic zirconias. We have tiger eye. We have geodes. We have agates. We have many genuine and semi-precious stones. And all of the jewelry is guaranteed. So if there's ever a defect, or even if you break it yourself, Park Lane will replace your jewelry for you. In the first 4 months, it's free. And after that, as long as it's still in the line, they'll replace it for $10 plus shipping. Now, what if it's not in the line? If it is no longer in the line, but your customer purchased it within the last year, they will still give her a credit to pick out something new. So I just had a situation. I've only been in 2 years, so I haven't had a chance for a whole lot of stuff to happen, but we have less than a 1% return rate. And today someone reached out to me who had purchased a ring in December of 2021. And this ring is still in the collection, and she was having an issue with it. And I was able to look, it's still available. And so even though it's been over a year, for $10 plus shipping, Park Lane is going to replace that ring for her. I just think that's incredible. And it's her own fault. It's not like, it was a defect or something. So they're super good at standing behind their product. The only downside to our guarantee is it will kind of spoil you to everywhere else you shop. So let's talk about, that was the people, that was the product. Let's talk about the programs. This is my favorite part because we have programs that totally spoil 3 different people. They take care of our customers, our hostesses, and us or you as a stylist. So let's talk about our customers first. With Park Lane, they always have a buy 2, get 4 at half price sale. And I know it may take you a second to process that unless you've shopped with us a lot. Buy 2, get 4 at half price. That means your customers are only going to pay full price for their 2 least expensive items. And then they can get up to 4 items at half price. Well, you may be thinking, well, what does that mean, Carolyn? Does that mean I only make money on the full price items? No, the full plus the half price equals the total. That's our net total. And that is what you make your commission off of. That is amazing. On top of that, they do these extra things. We like to call them zingers or bonus items. Typically, we can bank on the fact that every week our customers will at least be able to get a $200 item for 30 when their cart is 90 or more. This week, they can actually get 2 of those items up to $200 for only 30. Now, we call those non-commissionable items. A $200 item for 30, we do not make money off of those, but we get contest credit for that. And they only get those after they spend 90 with us. And typically women that shop with us, when they're taking advantage of our buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, they're spending more than 90. In my previous company, my average party, and I was a high retailer, my average party was about 500. In now, I would say my average party is probably more like 700. Some months it's more like 1,000. It just depends, because if women are thinking, I don't want to leave that half price item behind. Anybody else feel like that? I just shopped on like 4 customer orders last night. I can tell you, I don't want to leave those half price orders behind or those half price items behind. So that helps you get higher retail and make more income. For our customers, they also do these things called style drops. I'm wearing one of them today. This is our brand new opal honeycomb bracelet. Isn't this gorgeous? The retail value of this is like $200, but right now with a $40 purchase, our customers can get it for $35. And Park Lane does this about every week or 2. They will have a specialty piece like this that is limited edition, and it makes your customers really want to follow you because they want to get those limited edition colors. And when they shop, if they're not shopping at a party, then they're shopping on your party, because you can have a party open in your name all the time. And when I talk about the hostess perks and what happens when you get to 10 orders, this will matter to you. So these style drops really help your customer base stay excited, and you're not constantly having to think, what kind of sale can I run this week? What kind of promotion can I run this week? You don't have to be creative to be in Park Lane, because I am not. I am not creative at all. I am so thankful that they run all these different specials, because I can just share the specials they do and people love it. So our hostesses, I really think our hostess program and our customer program work hand in hand, because what do women love? They love a good sale, right? And they love to tell their friends about a good sale. So they come, they shop the sale, they love the jewelry, their wish list is too long, they book their own party. And then Park Lane rewards them big time. Because when someone hosts a show with you, Park Lane is going to give her a $200 item for $30 as a thank you. They're also going to give her shopping credit for each individual order she gets. They're going to give her an extra $20 free for every order, even if that order is only $20. They're going to give her $20 in free credit. But when we get her to 10 orders, and that's what we stylists try really hard to do, we try to help our hostesses get to 10 orders, then Park Lane is going to double her shopping credits to $40 per order, which means she gets $400 for free. $400 for free. And there's no cap on that. So if she gets to 15 orders, that's 600, 20 orders, that's 800, and it just keeps going. And on top of that, she gets 4 half price items, which, just like with the customer orders, you make commission off of the hostess half price items also. That was a pay raise for me coming over from my former company. In my former company, a half price item meant I made nothing. But in Park Lane, we earn commission off of those. We also have 2, we call them Fast 50s. They're 2 $50 awards we can use to incentivize our hostess. So we can say that what you can decide what you do with them. Here's what I say. I usually say, if you have 10 people on the live, I'll give you an extra 50. Or if it's an in-person party, I'll say, if you have 10 people in person, I'll give you an extra 50. Sometimes I might give her an extra 50 to book on a certain date, or I might give her an extra 50 to rebook with me in the following year. You can choose what you need to help your business, your calendar, your family, your hostess Park Lane does not put you in a box and say, you have to do it this way. They're like, here are the tools. You decide how it will best serve everyone involved. And I love that. And then when they get a booking, when their friends book from their party, Park Lane is going to give them an extra $200 item for $30 for every booking that they get. So that encourages them to tell their friends, you should have a party. You should have a party. You should have a party, because they know that they're going to get something extra at their friend's party too. And that just helps keep the ball rolling forward. And I love that. So do you see how our customer special and our hostess plan really work together? It's so good. It's like a match made in heaven. So let's talk about what they do for the stylists. If you were to decide to join Park Lane and give it a try for a little while, you have access to the best fundraiser program, I believe, in the world, because Park Lane will let you do fundraisers for any nonprofit organizations, and Park Lane will donate 50% of the sales to that nonprofit. And out of the other 50%, they will still pay you your commission. That's incredible. We also have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips every year. And when you earn a travel trip with Park Lane, you basically get yourself to the nearest airport and they take care of the rest. They cover your airfare. They fly you there. The hotel is covered. We're getting ready to go to Kona, Hawaii. Then we're going to Cabo. And the next travel trip contest started a week ago. And it's a 5-month-long contest, and they are announcing the destination tomorrow. So we're all like super excited. And a bunch of us that earned Key West, we had just joined in December 2020, January 2021, and it was a 5-month contest, and we were able to earn that trip, because you don't have to be like a top dog leader to earn these trips. Everyone at every trip contest starts at 0. So even though I'm a senior division leader, at the beginning of January, I started with 0 points, and it's based off of your recruiting and your sales for that 5-month period. So I don't have a head start. You could be brand new. You could sign up today and you could earn more points than me on the trip. So I just love that everyone can go. We also have free jewelry that you can earn every single month. We have this thing called Rich Rewards Club, where just by selling jewelry and or recruiting, you can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry every single month. So if you sell $1,000 in the first 2 commission weeks of the month, you will get $250 in free jewelry. So our new line came out last night. I was able to cash in about $550 of my free jewelry on some of the new stuff, which was really nice. If you go on to sell, let's see, $2,500 in the total month, you will win the designer ensemble that is going to drop the next month. But since our new line just launched, they've already showed us the rhythm necklace. It's available on our website now, but we're able to earn it for free. Let's see, if you go to 4,000 in the month, you earn level 3 and you get $300 free. Bring in 2 friends, you get $300 free. 2 more friends, you get another $300 free. And then the next month you get to do it all over again. So we are able to earn prizes. We're able to earn new jewelry for our collections. If you do this consistently, you kind of get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to pick out more jewelry. What am I going to pick out now? And it's still really fun, but it's nice that they're so generous. So we're able to do events like this and give away free jewelry all the time. And it also means that you're not having to reinvest the money you make into more jewelry. And that is, I don't want to say a trap, but that happens in a lot of direct sales companies. You're like, oh, yay, I made some money. Oh, I need to buy more product. Oh, I made some money. Oh, I need to buy more product. But in Park Lane, if you're consistently earning income and doing shows, you're earning free jewelry too. So you're able to keep your money and then just use your free credit on more jewelry. You're also able to be your own hostess as many times as you want. So when I talked about those style drop specials and things you promote on social media, when you're collecting orders in between parties, they are shopping on your party. So every time you close a party with 10 orders, you get $400 free plus your commission. So let's talk about that commission. How do you make money in Park Lane? Everyone earns at least 30% commission, and you can work your way up to where you're earning 50% commission, and you never go backwards. So let's say you join as a fashion director, you're making 30%. You bring in one friend, she gets qualified, you promote to a branch director, and you already get your first 5% raise. It only takes one person on your team to get that. Let's say that person gets out. Guess what? You do not lose your title. You do not lose your 5% raise. That is incredible. So I came in as a senior division leader because Park Lane recognizes and respects previous leadership experience. I came in earning 45% commission. I can't lose that. Even if I never recruited anyone, I would not have lost that. And that is amazing. Now, thankfully, I love recruiting and I love helping women earn income and pour into their families. So I did recruit and I do have a nice sized team, but it's not a stipulation. So you never go backwards. And when you do decide to build a team, you get paid infinitely deep. There are no breakaways. You're not going to recruit someone and then her rise so high that you're like, bye-bye, and you never make anything off of her again. Park Lane is always going to reward you for recruiting her. And there's lots of other programs. They do extra freebies, pieces of jewelry that we can earn all the time. I can't even tell you how much free jewelry I've earned since I have been with this company for 2 years. And you can double, triple, and quadruple dip in all of these contests. You might just be trying to win free jewelry, but those points are going into your free jewelry bucket, your trip bucket, your Mercedes car bucket, because you can earn a Mercedes car in Park Lane. It's so much fun. So let's talk about your kits, because if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this sounds great, but what's the catch? Like, how much does it cost to get started? It is so affordable. Let me just preface it with my former company. It was $1,200 to get started in. I had to put it on a credit card. I had to finance it. Now, Park Lane, we have 3 different kit options: $99, $229, $439. And let me explain those. No matter which one you choose, you have a website for an entire year. And we have no quotas. So you could do a lot of shows, a little shows, just sell to your friends and family. It's totally up to you. Our $99 kit, you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry normally, but there's a little extra surprise this week. Our $229 kit, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. And our $439 kit is our boss kit. So if you want to know the fancy names, we have basic, business, and boss. Boss is $439, and you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. But this week, since we just had our new line launch, they are letting our new stylists get an additional $200 in free jewelry with any of the kits. So 99 gets you 700, 239 gets you 1,200, or 439 gets you $2,200 in free, not free jewelry, because I mean, you did pay the kit cost, but in jewelry, you get to pick it out. So you get to customize your kit. It's not this pre-selected thing that you're going to think half of is ugly. You actually get to pick it all out, which is really nice. And you have your website for an entire year. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, what happens in a year? Do I have to buy another kit? Nope. If you're doing your business consistently, you're earning free jewelry all year long. In a year, all you will do is pay $100 to renew your website, because there are, admin fees, stuff happening in cyberspace that has to get paid for. So if you pay your $100 to renew your website, that's all you have to do. And one of the things I love about our team, Team Sparkle, we have a graphic designer on staff that makes beautiful pictures for us. All of our Facebook party posts are done for us. We have amazing training. We have videos that show you how to do everything. Darlene is on here. She's brand new. She's been watching all the videos and we've been chatting on the phone. It is just a really great system to help new stylists get started and to be successful from the very beginning. So if this sounds like something you might want to try out, definitely reach out to your stylist. I am going to put our little Google Doc survey in the chat right now. So if you're a guest here tonight, you can just click that. But there is going to be a section that asks you for a keyword, just to prove that you actually listened to this. Our keyword is going to be 200, 200. You don't have to spell it out, just the number 200. And that's because you can get an extra $200 in free jewelry on top of your kit right now with Park Lane. So thank you for being here. We can't wait to announce where the trip is to tomorrow as soon as we find out. And I'm going to stop the recording here in just a second to see if anybody has any questions. Terry, Darlene, did I forget anything that I need to say before I stop the recording? Think I'm good? All right. Well, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you get that Google survey from your stylist so that you can get into the drawing for the free necklace.